We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello everyone, myself Manisha Sawant. I am from Vidyadeep Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to start Laplace transform. First of all, we are discussing what is Laplace transform. If f of t is a function defined for all t is greater than equal to 0, then Laplace transform is denoted by f of s or L of f of s or L of f, and is defined by f of s is equal to L of f is equal to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. For this understanding, we are seeing one small example. Here we have given f of t is equal to 1 for all t is greater than equal to 0. According to definition, here 1 instead of f of t, then L of 1 is equal to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st dt. Here we have to find integration of e raised to minus st. The integration of minus st is minus 1 upon s e raised to minus st and limit 0 to infinity. After putting limit, we have answer is 1 upon s. Such an integral is called improper integral. In previous semester, we are already discussed about improper integral. If upper limit or lower limit or both limits are infinitive, then we have consider one limit like t tends to infinity. By that improper integral, here we have rule integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt is equal to limit t tends to infinity integration 0 to t e raised to minus st f of t dt. Next, we have one example. We have to find Laplace transform of f of t is equal to e raised to at. Here we have given f of t is equal to e raised to at by using definition. Okay, therefore we put e raised to at in place of f of t in definition. Therefore it becomes Laplace e raised to at is equal to 0 to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus 8t e raised to at dt. Next step is e raised to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus common in the bracket s minus a and t is also common. Then we have to find the integration of integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus in the bracket s minus a t. The integration becomes 1 upon minus s minus a e raised to minus s minus a t and limit 0 to infinity. Okay, then after putting limits, it will be answer will be L Laplace of e raised to at is equal to 1 upon s minus a. we can find Laplace transform using definition like given example. Next will be linearity of the Laplace transform. Okay. The Laplace transform is a linear representation, that is, for any function f of t and g of t, those transform exist and any constants a and b, the transform of a of f of t and b of g of t exist, and Laplace of a of f of t and b of g of t is equal to, by linearity of Laplace transform, here a and b working as constant terms and we keep outside constant terms and find Laplace of given function f of t and g of t. Therefore, Laplace of a of f of t plus b of g of t is equal to a outside L of f of t plus b of L of g of t. Now, proof of the linearity theorem. We have L of a of f of t plus b g of t is equal to, according to definition, integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st into, here in place of f of t we have given a of f of t plus b g of t dt. Here constant term is a and b. According to integration rule, we keep outside a and b. In first term a is constant, in second term b is constant. Okay, then integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt is Laplace of f of t, and integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st g of t is Laplace of g of t. Next, we have given one example for find Laplace transform of cos hyperbolic of at, sin hyperbolic of at. Okay, we already know that sin hyperbolic of at is equal to 1 by 2 e raised to at minus e raised to minus at. Trigonometric rule. Sin hyperbolic at is equal to 1 upon 2 e raised to at minus e raised to minus at, and cos hyperbolic of at is equal to 1 upon 2 e raised to at plus e raised to minus at. Laplace of cos hyperbolic at is equal to 1 upon 2. We put value of cos hyperbolic of at. Then, according to linearity theorem, we separate both term e raised to at and e raised to minus at, and by example we put the value of Laplace of e raised to at, then Laplace of e raised to minus at, and then simplify, and we have answer s upon s square minus s square. Then similarly we can find Laplace of sin hyperbolic of at, and it will be a upon s square minus s square. This is table for Laplace transform. In example we are using directly formula. Here we have table for Laplace transform. First, if we have 1, Laplace of 1 is equal to 1 upon s, Laplace of t is equal to 1 upon s square, Laplace of t square is equal to 2 factorial upon s cube, Laplace of t raised to n is equal to n factorial upon s raised to n plus 1. T raised to a is equal to gamma a plus 1 upon s raised to a plus 1. E raised to at is equal to 1 upon s minus a. Cos omega t, Laplace of cos omega t is equal to s upon s square plus omega square. Sin omega t is equal to omega upon s square plus omega square. Laplace of cos hyperbolic of at is equal to s upon s square minus s square. Sin hyperbolic of at is equal to s upon s square minus s square. Only for sin omega t, in denominator we keep plus, and for hyperbolic it will be minus. Then Laplace of e raised to at cos omega t, it will be s minus a upon s minus a all square plus omega square, and e raised to at sin omega t is equal to omega upon s minus a square plus omega square. We have to remember this table. Next is first shifting theorem. If f of t has a theorem f of s, Laplace transform f of t has Laplace transform f of s, where s is greater than k for some k. Then f of t has the transform f of s minus a, where s minus a is greater than k. In formula we can write Laplace of e raised to at f of t is equal to f of s minus a. This is our first shifting theorem. Laplace of e raised to at f of t is equal to f of s minus a. Okay, next is proof of the theorem. In exam, question will be asked as state and prove first shifting theorem. Proof of theorem. We obtain s minus a by replacing s with s minus a in the integral in. Okay, here we have s minus a in place of s in Laplace transforms definition. Then it becomes f of s minus a is equal to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus in the bracket s minus a into t f of t dt is equal to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st e raised to at f of t dt. Then integration, it is the Laplace of e raised to at f of t. Example, Laplace of e raised to at cos omega t is equal to s minus a square plus omega square. In formula of Laplace cos omega t, we replace s by s minus a. Similar for e raised to at sin omega t. Next is multiplication by t raised to n. Here n is any arbitrary number. Then if Laplace of f of t is equal to f of s, then Laplace of t raised to n f of t is equal to minus 1 raised to n d raised to n ds raised to n L of f of Laplace of f of t. Here t raised to n is in multiplication. When t is in multiplication, we are doing derivative here in power of n. Next is division by t. If Laplace of f of t is equal to f of s, then Laplace of f of t by t is equal to integration s to infinity L of f of t ds. It means integration s to infinity f of s ds. In multiplication by t, we are doing derivative. In division by t, we are doing integration. We have to remember this. Okay, now one example is here, Laplace of sin 80 by t. We have to compare it with Laplace of f of t by t. Here we are given f of t is equal to sin 80. Then according to rule of division, we have to do integration here. Therefore, Laplace of sin 80 by t is equal to integration of s to infinity Laplace of sin 80 ds is equal to integration s to infinity. By the table, we can write Laplace of sin 80 is equal to a upon s square upon a square. Then a is constant here. We to do integration of 1 upon s square minus s square, keeping a constant outside. Then the integration of 1 upon s square plus s square is equal to 1 upon a tan inverse s upon a. Limit is s to infinity. Then keeping limits, answer will be cot inverse cot inverse s by a. Now next example is Laplace of e raised to minus 80 minus e raised to minus bt upon t. Again comparing by f of t by t. Here we have f of t is equal to e raised to minus 80 minus e raised to minus bt. Okay, according to again rule of division by t, we can integration here. We can do integration here. Then Laplace of e raised to minus 80 minus e raised to minus bt upon t is equal to integration s to infinity Laplace of e raised to minus 80 minus e raised to minus bt ds. The integration of e raised to minus 80 is equal to 1 upon s plus a, and integration of e raised to minus bt is equal to 1 upon Laplace of e raised to minus bt is equal to s upon 1 upon s plus b. Then we have to integration 1 upon s plus a and 1 upon s plus b. Then integration of 1 upon s plus a is equal to log s plus a, and integration of 1 upon s plus b is equal to log s plus a. Then the log we have one log formula here, log x minus log y is equal to log x upon y. We are using here. Then we are putting limit here s to infinity, and answer will be this. Okay. Next is Laplace transform of integral. Let f of s denoted the transform of a function f of t, which is piecewise continuous for t is greater than equal to 0 and satisfies a growth restriction 2. Then for s is greater than 0, s is greater than k, and t is greater than 0. Thus, Laplace of integration 0 to infinity f of t dt is equal to integration 1 upon s f of s. It is Laplace transform of integral. Similarly, Laplace inverse Laplace. Now example find the inverse of 1 upon s into s square plus omega square, 1 upon s square into s square plus omega square. 1 upon s square plus omega square is equal to Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square plus omega square is equal to sin omega t upon omega, and Laplace inverse of 1 upon s into s square plus omega square is equal to integration 0 to t sin omega t upon omega d tau is equal to 1 upon omega square 1 minus cos omega t, and Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square into s square plus omega square is equal to this. Initial value problem. We consider an initial value problem. Y double dash plus ay dash plus by is equal to r of t. Y0 is equal to k0. Y dash 0 is equal to kt, where a and b are constants. It is our initial value problem. Step 1. Setting up the subsidiaries equation. This is an algebraic equation for the transform y is equal to L of y obtained. We have to follow this step. Next step is s to y minus s of y of 0 minus y dash 0 plus a of sy minus y of 0 plus by is equal to r of s. S2 plus as plus b in the bracket into y is equal to s plus a y of 0 plus y dash 0 plus r of s. Here we are keeping y common and y0 common in next step. Step 2. Solution of the subsidiary equation x square plus as plus b. By algebra we have divided by a square plus as plus b and use the so-called transfer function. Third step. Inverse of y to obtain y is equal to L minus 1 of y, so that we obtain the solution L of y of t is equal to Laplace inverse of y. We have to follow these three steps. First, we have just set up the subsidiary equation. Next step, solution of subsidiary equation by dividing it s square plus as plus b. Third step, inversion of y and obtaining y is equal to L inverse of y. Okay, we have to follow these three steps. For example, solve y double dash minus y is equal to t, y of 0 is equal to 1 and y dash 0 is equal to 1. The y dash means first order derivative. Step 1, we have to find subsidiary equation. Step 1, s square y minus s of y0 minus y dash 0 minus y is equal to 1 upon s square. Thus, here y common, then s square minus 1 is equal to s plus 1 plus 1 upon s square. Here y of 0 is equal to 1. Next step, step 2, the transfer function is q is equal to 1 upon s2 minus 1. So y is equal to it becomes s plus 1 q plus 1 upon s square into q is equal to s plus 1 upon s square minus 1 plus 1 upon s square into s square minus 1. Here we divide all equation by s square minus 1. Next, simplification of the first fraction and the expression of the last fraction gives y is equal to 1 upon s minus 1 plus 1 upon s square minus 1 minus 1 upon s square. Step 3. From this expression for y, we obtain the solution y of t is equal to Laplace inverse of y is equal to Laplace inverse of 1 upon s minus 1 plus Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square minus 1 minus Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square is equal to e raised to t plus sine hyperbolic of t minus t. Just we have to put the values of inverse of Laplace transform. Next is convolution theorem. It is most IMP. We have at least one question in exam from the convolution theorem. If two functions f and g satisfy the assumptions in the existence theorem, show that there are transform f and g exist, the product of h is equal to fg is the transform of g given by 1. We can denote the partial fraction where have numerator is of lower degree than the denominator, then we have to apply partial fraction method. In denominator we have in multiplication form. Here in the partial fraction total 4 cases. Not repeated linear factors, not repeated quadratic factor, repeated quadratic factor. 4 types of partial fraction. For example, we have first example is 5s plus 3 upon s minus 1 into s square plus 2s plus 5. We have to let from denominator, we have to take first bracket in denominator of a and second is bs plus c in the denominator of b, s plus c, then it becomes a upon s minus 1 plus bs plus c upon s square plus 2s plus 5. Then we have to take LCM to make denominator same both sides. Then it becomes, and cancel the both denominator, then it becomes 5s plus 3 is equal to a into s square plus 2s plus 5 plus bs plus c into s minus 1. Then we have to find the values of a and b and c. First of all, we have to find the value of a. Therefore, we put value of s is equal to 1. If we put value s is equal to 1, then b and c becomes 0, and it is easy to find. It can be easy to find a. Therefore, we take s is equal to 1 here to find a value of a in the above equation. Then it becomes 5 into 1 plus 3 is equal to a into 1 plus 2 plus 5. We put value of s is equal to 1 in this equation. Then after simplify, we have a is equal to 1. Now we have to find the value of b and c, equating the coefficient of from the both sides. Now we compare coefficient in both sides. Then we have 0. After comparing, we have 0 is equal to a plus b, then b is equal to minus 1. Equating the constant term both sides, we have 3 is equal to 5a minus c. Then after we are putting value of a, and then after simplify, we have c is equal to 2. Then we are putting value of a, b and c in above Laplace equation, Laplace transform. Then it becomes this. and then we have to find inverse Laplace transform of this. Okay, inverse Laplace of 1 upon s minus 1 is equal to inverse of Laplace is equal to 1 upon s minus 1, and here we can't find directly inverse Laplace here, therefore let us simplify it. First we separately terms, we divide 2 into minus 1 plus 3, and s square plus 2s plus 5s, s square plus 2s plus 4 plus 1, and then we have here one formula: a plus b all square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. We are using this formula here. Okay, then inverse Laplace of 1 upon s minus 1, then we separate both terms by using linearity theorem. Then we have find inverse of Laplace. Inverse Laplace of 1 upon s minus 1 is equal to e raised to t. Inverse Laplace of s plus 1 upon s plus 1 square plus 2 square is equal to e raised to minus t cos 2t plus inverse Laplace of 1 upon s plus 1 square plus 2 square is equal to 1 upon 2 sin 2t, and 3 is already constant here. Next is Laplace transform of periodic function. By definition, it is let x be a positive real number. A function f of x defined on 0 to 1 is periodic with period x. We can define like this. Okay. For example, let f of x is equal to sin ax is greater than 0, then f of x has period x is equal to 2 pi by a, Laplace of sin x into s according to the definition is equal to integration 0 to 2 pi by a e raised to minus sx sin ax dx upon 1 upon 1 minus e raised to minus 2 pi s upon a. Okay, then we are finding integration of numerator, and answer will be minus a upon s square plus s square e raised to minus a sx cos ax minus 1 upon, by using multiplication rule for integration, means partial fraction method for integration. We are doing here integration and denominator as same, then we are putting limits here 0 and 2 pi by 2 pi by a, and answer will be a upon s square plus s square and the bracket 1 minus e raised to minus 2 pi a upon 2 pi s upon a upon 1 minus e raised to minus 2 pi s upon a, and after simplification answer will be a upon s square minus s square. Thank you. If you have any query,